Hey guys, it's Ashley and I am back with my project share, one of them anyway. And I can't really show it to you all together, but I will see if I can't adjust this for you so you can see. So what you're looking at right here is an altered beverage container. This is like one of those carriers that you would get like if you went to McDonald's or someplace like that and you got your drinks to go. That is what this is. Somebody picked up food one day at work and they brought back this drink carrier and it was completely plain, just a plain cardboard carrier. And you don't really see that. Usually they have logos or whatever on there. So what I did was I gessoed this up. I used this white burlap that I shared in my haul and this pleated trim as well as this beaded trim, and it goes all the way around and it's completely gessoed on the inside. And then on the top, see if I can adjust this, there is some seam binding that I sprayed with my Hadi Swap sprays, my white, my blush, and my seafoam. And you can just see that it's just tied in a bow hanging down. And what this is actually being used for is, see if this is dry, this one's dry, as an altered mason jar holder. So there are 4 different jars and they are all gorgeous girls and they sit in here just like this. So this is the holder that I altered, and then I'm going to share all of the mason jars that actually go into the holder itself. So I'm just going to readjust this again real quick so you have a nicer background to look at. The first one here, what I did on these are all mason jars that I got from the Dollar Tree, and what I did was I painted them all with a mixture of gesso and acrylic paint. So these are all done with acrylic paint, and then these are all stamped images from my Gorgeous Girl collection, and I colored those up with Copics and Spectrum. And then I used stickles here on her little tights and his little bunny tail. I used some of the pleated trim and the beaded trim as well. And then this one has some seam binding that's sprayed with the blush Hadi Swap spray. And then they're all, I painted each jar, the lid and the screw on top and the jar all the same color, but then I did a mismatch of the lids and everything so that they kind of coordinate and all go together, the color scheme. So here I used liquid pearls to make these little drops on top. I used a beautiful bling, I think I got this from Marilyn G, I'm pretty sure, and some Wild Orchid Craft flowers that I just stickled. There's one of the blings from Michaels, as well as a little paper clip. And these do come off and everything, so I made sure I put the embellishments so that you could still open the jar. And then there is some bling from Michaels. This is a basil button. And these bling butterflies are part of the bling set. And then this is one of those flowers from the flower trim. I just cut it in half and put a piece here, and then there's also a piece here as well. So that is jar number 1. So I'll put it right there so you can still see it. And then, and this is popped up on foam squares. This is jar number 2, another Gorgeous Girl. And Jen Callie, just want to let you know that I did try out my blending techniques. I know it's definitely not anywhere near where you are, but I just wanted to share that I did try out my blending techniques and shading, so I need some kudos for that. I used my Copics and Spectrum, and I stickled her bow and her little tights. And then this is a doily that I got from Southern Hospitality. I shared that in the haul a while back. This pleated trim, this is beaded trim I have in my stash from Hobby Lobby. This is more of that beaded trim that I got. There's more Wild Orchid Craft flowers. There's a, I'm sorry about the focusing here. There's a pearl heart. There's some large pearl beads. Another of the baubles. And then there is some more liquid pearls here as well. And then on this one, I used the same type of bling, but I left the butterflies off. There's a flat back pearl, and then there's a cherry blossom from Wild Orchid Crafts, and it's also stickled as well. So, that is jar number 2. Then, I'm going to save, trying to decide. I call this one the Tutu Amy jar. If you guys know Amy, her channel is Tutu Amy on here. And she inspired me because these crochet flowers, as soon as I saw them, I thought, oh my gosh, they're identical to the ones that she sent me. But of course she made the one she sent me, so I had to make a jar using the ones I purchased because I'm hoarding the one she made for me. But this is my Amy jar because the crochet definitely makes me think of her. So this one I used that white burlap. I used a rounded doily, and I used one of these rosette flowers. And then I colored up a different gorgeous girl. I just stickled a little heart. And then I used these crochet hearts. These are the ones that were missing from that card that I shared. And I put flat back pearls in the center of them. All the way around. And then this is trim from Craft Supplies 1. And then there's this beaded trim. And then on top there's one of these super pretty butterflies from Michaels. This is a Craft Supplies 1 flower. And then there's some Wild Orchid Craft flowers and a little button. As well as some more liquid pearls on top for dimension. So, that's jar number 3. And then, last but certainly not least, I love this one so much. I love the colors. Oh, and by the way, these are all Craft Smart paints, except for this one is a Martha Stewart satin paint that I had on clearance. So, I love this color. Another gorgeous girl colored up. I just stickled her little flower and her little hippie headband. And I used heart trim from Craft Supplies 1, and this rose trim is also from Craft Supplies 1. And then this iridescent trim is also from Craft Supplies 1. So I used some of my favorites. I love this one, so pretty. And then there's an acrylic flower from Julie's shop. There's some more pearl beads. This is from my stash. And then some more Wild Orchid Craft flowers. As well as some more liquid pearls on the top for dimension. So, I'm going to show them to you all together so you can get an idea. So these are my 4 Gorgeous Girl altered mason jars, and they all fit in that altered carry-all that I showed you guys. So please, please, please let me know what you think down below. Let me know which one is your favorite, and let me know what kind of videos you guys would like to see, what kind of projects, if you want to see some cards, some altered items, just let me know. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!